Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're heading back, way back, to ancient Egypt and those incredible pyramids, the massive structures by the Nile, standing for over 4,500 years.
Truly iconic.
Right. So our mission today isn't just a history recap. We want to dive deeper, pull out some of the most fascinating details about these wonders. If you've ever looked at pictures and just thought, how or why?
Hmm.
Well, you're in the right place.
Absolutely. And the first thing to really grasp is that calling them just tombs doesn't quite cut it.
Okay, how so?
Well, for the ancient Egyptians, the afterlife wasn't an ending, it was a continuation, a really central belief.
Okay.
So the pyramids were more like gateways, thresholds to eternity for the pharaohs. They weren't empty memorials, they were packed with everything needed for that journey.
Food, tools.
Treasures.
Exactly. Provisions for the next life.
Yeah.
And the pyramid shape itself, that was hugely symbolic, representing divine power, maybe a stairway to the heavens, securing that eternal life.
Gotcha. So let's zoom in on the big one, the Great Pyramid at Giza, Khufu's pyramid. That thing is just enormous. Oh, it's staggering. Originally, it stood about 146.6 meters tall. That's what, like a 40-story building?
Easily. And it was the tallest structure on Earth for, almost 4,000 years.
It held that record for an incredibly long time. And think about the construction, around 2.3 million stone blocks.
And these aren't pebbles. Some weigh up to 15 tons.
Right. Some even more, depending on where they were in the structure, like the granite beams in the king's chamber. Moving them is mind-boggling.
And the precision, too. I read it's aligned almost perfectly with north, south, east, west.
It is. The accuracy is phenomenal, especially considering they didn't have, compasses or lasers. It's still impressive by today's standards.
So how did they do it? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Building something that massive, that precise, without modern machinery?
It's still debated, but the main theories revolve around ramps, huge ramps, either straight up or maybe wrapping around the pyramid.
And hauling those massive stones up somehow.
Yes. There's also a pretty clever theory that they might have used water on the sand in front of the sledges carrying the blocks.
To make it easier to slide, like lubricating it.
Exactly. Reduces the friction considerably. It's ingenious if that's how they did it.
And who is doing all this work? The old movies always show slaves.
Yeah, that's largely a myth. The evidence points towards a massive, highly organized workforce, tens of thousands of skilled Egyptian laborers.
Skilled workers, so like stonemasons, engineers, surveyors.
Precisely. Working in teams, likely well-fed and housed nearby. Think of it more like a massive national project.
A demonstration of Egypt's power and unity.
Absolutely. A huge feat of engineering and project management, showcasing the pharaoh's authority and the civilization's capabilities.
And the pyramids themselves, they weren't just standalone structures out in the desert, were they?
No, definitely not. Each main pyramid was the centerpiece of a much larger complex, a whole sacred area.
What else was there?
Well, you'd typically have a temple nearby for rituals and worship related to the pharaoh. Then a causeway, a ceremonial road, often connecting that temple to another one closer to the Nile. Plus, smaller pyramids for the queens. Yeah. And fascinatingly, boat pits.
Boat pits with actual boats.
Full-size ships, yeah. Disassembled sometimes, but complete. Probably symbolic vessels for the pharaoh's journey in the afterlife alongside the sun god Ra.
Wow. It just adds another layer to the whole afterlife preparation thing.
It really does. It shows how integrated the pyramid was into their cosmic beliefs.
Beyond the engineering, there's also this element of incredible knowledge, right? Like mathematical and astronomical.
Oh, absolutely. The astronomical alignments are stunning. Some Giza pyramids seem to align with stars in Orion's belt.
Orion. Why Orion?
Orion was associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife and rebirth. So that alignment is likely very intentional, linking the pharaoh directly with this key deity.
That's pretty deep. And the maths. You mentioned the alignment, but also the shape itself.
The base of the Great Pyramid is an almost perfect square. The angles are incredibly precise. The level of surveying and mathematical skill needed for that thousands of years ago is just remarkable.
So, after all this time, why do they still captivate us so much? Why are we still talking about them?
I think it's a combination of things. They're a testament to human ambition, what people could achieve. There's the sheer scale, the engineering genius.
And the mystery, right? We still don't know everything.
Exactly. There's still so much mystery. Scientists are using modern tech, like cosmic ray scanning, to look for hidden chambers. The debates about construction continue.
So they're not just ancient history, they're still active sites of discovery.
Very much so. And fundamentally, they just inspire awe. Standing there, you feel the weight of history, the scales of that ancient vision. They remind us of what humans are capable of dreaming and building. Okay, so wrapping this up, the pyramids. Way more than tombs. They were these complex machines for the afterlife, packed with symbolism.
Products of incredible engineering, sophisticated astronomy, and deep, deep belief. Truly showcases the ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians, which makes you think. Considering what they achieved with the tools they had, what else did they know? What other knowledge from that time might still be lost just waiting under the sand?
That's the enduring question, isn't it?
It really is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.